Good afternoon, Blazers, and welcome back to InfoFlow from home. Today is Tuesday, May 18th, and I'm Hunter.
And I'm Kanaya. In local news, Montgomery County surpassed 70,394 cases of COVID-19 as of Friday, May 14th. According to the Maryland Department of Health, just over 44% of county residents have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19, while 57% have received at least one dose.
In additional coronavirus news, the CDC has updated their masking guidelines. The CDC no longer recommends fully vaccinated people have to wear masks in most outdoor and indoor settings with other vaccinated people, except for public areas like nursing facilities, stores, and hospitals. Montgomery County still requires people to wear face masks in indoor public settings, and Blair requires masking at all times while in the building, unless you're eating or drinking.
This week is Mental Health Awareness Week. Join the Blair Counseling Department and SGA Wellness Committee in drawing attention to the mental health of those around you. Today is Tuneful Tuesday, so think about your favorite songs and why they make you happy. Tomorrow will be Wellness Wednesday, so go out for a walk or enjoy nature and share a picture. Thursday will be Thoughtful Thursday, so take what you need from the banner at each pod entrance if you are in person and chalk up the sidewalk with positive statements. Finally, Friday is Wear Green Friday, so don't forget to wear your favorite green clothes. For more information, follow the MBHS Counseling Department on Instagram at MBHS Counseling or on Twitter at MBHS Counseling.
This past weekend, social media has been flooded with new music by popular artists, one of those being J. Cole, who released his 6th album, and Nicki Minaj, who just released a new mixtape. Music was also released by Kodak Black, 21 Savage, Migos, Lil Skies, and many more on Friday night.
In more COVID-19 news, the state of Maryland has lifted all restrictions on venues and indoor dining. As for Montgomery County, the restrictions are still in place as we continue the phased reopening plan.
In global news, the situation at the Israeli-Palestinian border has continued to escalate, with many worried about the possibility of full-scale war. Israel has carried out multiple airstrikes against Gaza in response to Palestinian rocket attacks. Over 9,000 Israeli reserve soldiers have been called to the border, raising fears of a land incursion, and violent clashes between Israelis and Palestinians continue to occur in Israeli cities. While the United States has historically supported Israel, Arab nations across the Middle East are signaling support for Palestine. Lebanese extremist group Hezbollah launched 3 rockets into the sea near Israel on Thursday, and Jordanian protests on the Israel-Jordan border have also occurred. These extra-national actions have sparked global concern that the conflict could spread across the Middle East. We'll continue to update you as this dynamic story evolves.
In more world news, anti-government protests in Colombia continue. Nearing their 4th week of demonstrations, Colombians are making their voices heard on their outrage at the proposal to increase taxes as millions of people have seen their income shrink due to COVID-19. In previous weeks, the protesters have been met by police violence. Although much of the protests have remained peaceful, sharing music and art, a handful of police stations have been targeted and burned, provoking opposition from police officers amid the conflict, with the police leaving at least 26 dead and more than 900 reportedly injured, according to local officials and advocacy groups.
Now let's check out a new shop that just opened in the DMV.
Hi Blazers! As we enter Phase 3 of COVID guidelines, restaurants and shops are starting to reopen. One of the newest businesses to the DMV is called Donut Run.
I saw it on Instagram, like a friend posted it.
It's on the website of places to go in DC.
This donut shop is located near DC in Tacoma Park and offers a variety of vegan donuts.
Do you think they tasted like they were vegan?
Not at all. Like it tasted like a cinnamon roll apple fritter.
I'm coming from Bowie, Maryland, so that's letting you know how good the donuts are.
Some of the favorite flavors so far are cookies and cream, mango coconut, matcha green tea, and cinnamon roll. They also make apple fritters. On their first day open, the line to get donuts was an hour long. Luckily, the wait time has shortened. The store maintains strict COVID guidelines through their implementation of 6-foot markers for each customer to stand on, plexiglass dividers, and the use of gloves and handling tools to limit contact with the donuts. Blazers, if you're craving a sweet treat and want to support a small locally owned business, look no further. Donut Run is the place for you.
Why are you waiting? Don't wait, just go.
Wow, that looks delicious. Thanks, Sammy.
Last week, the Colonial Pipeline, which carries fuel from Texas to New York, shut down after a ransomware attack. This was not expected to affect fuel supply, but gas stations along the East Coast have begun experiencing shortages due to panic buying, people buying large quantities of gas out of fear. According to Gas Buddy, an app that helps people find information about gas stations around them, last Friday, 42% of Maryland stations were experiencing fuel shortages. Local Montgomery County leaders have warned residents not to hoard gas because any shortages that we have seen have been caused by consumers.
There's a Chick-fil-A dipping sauce shortage in the US, so if you thought they were being stingy with their sauce handouts before, don't be alarmed when you receive only one with your order in the coming weeks. Employees have been advised to only give out one sauce per entree, but the company says it is doing everything it can to restore its sauce supply.
That's all for today's show. Check out our website at bnconline.net to submit any announcements, and follow us on Instagram at BNC_Blair and on Twitter at BNCBlair. We'll be back on Friday with the latest edition of InfoFlow from home. Remember to wash your hands, avoid touching your face, and follow social distancing guidelines. Have a totally awesome Tuesday and stay safe, Blazers.